Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king of Stoicism, once said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." This timeless wisdom forms the backbone of this video, where we'll dive into 10 crucial things you should quietly eliminate from your life to live better and more peacefully. Drawing from Stoic philosophy, these valuable life lessons will guide you through creating positive changes, from rethinking your priorities and managing expectations to eliminating negativity from your thoughts. Stay tuned until the end to discover which habits need to go and how you can start improving your life today. 1 in the comments if you enjoy this video. If you don't like the video, help us improve it. Inconsistency and misplaced priorities. Find balance and prioritize the important aspects of life, such as family, work, health, and personal growth. Life is like juggling. Every aspect, work, family, health, and personal growth, represents a different ball. Some are lighter and easier to toss, while others are fragile and heavy. If you prioritize the wrong things, like dropping the heavier balls, such as your health or family, the entire juggling act will fall apart. The key is identifying which aspects of your life are fragile and irreplaceable: your family, health, and peace of mind. Think of these as glass balls. Once they're broken, they're tough to mend. Meanwhile, work and personal ambitions, though important, are like rubber balls that can bounce back when dropped. Recognize the difference and focus on what truly matters for long-term happiness and fulfillment. It's easy to spend too much time on temporary, surface-level concerns while neglecting the things that bring natural balance and meaning. If you allow work or other distractions to dominate your life, you risk losing the more profound personal joys that make life worthwhile. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, showed throughout his life balance is critical. He found harmony between spiritual duties, family responsibilities, and social roles, ensuring that those around him always felt valued. Following this example reminds us to stay present and connected to what's most important in life. I've often found myself caught up in work only to regret neglecting my health or family. While work can bring success, no amount of money or achievement can replace the loss of precious time spent with loved ones. Ultimately, success means little if it leaves you feeling empty and disconnected from the people and things that bring you joy. The lesson here is simple. It's not about doing more, but about doing what's right. Prioritize the things that genuinely bring happiness, and don't be afraid to let go of the less critical tasks. Ask yourself, what deserves my focus? What brings me true peace and contentment? By doing so, you'll build a more balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful life. Procrastination. Avoid delaying tasks. Break them down and set realistic goals to get things done on time. Procrastination is a silent killer of progress. Every time you put off something important, you let time slip away. Time that could have been used to achieve something meaningful. The more you delay, the more stress builds up and opportunities pass you by. Think of your life as a book. Every day is a page waiting to be written. If you procrastinate, you leave those pages blank, and the story of your growth and success remains incomplete. Time is our most valuable resource, and wasting it means missing out on opportunities that may never come again. I've struggled with procrastination myself, thinking there was always more time to finish things later, but that mindset only created anxiety and lost chances. Procrastination lowers productivity, steals confidence, and overwhelms you with unfinished tasks. The best way to tackle procrastination is to break your tasks into smaller, manageable pieces. This makes the work feel less daunting and more accessible. Every small step forward is progress, helping you move closer to completing the larger task. Setting realistic, specific goals keeps you motivated and gives you a sense of accomplishment as you hit each target. It's also essential to prioritize your health while working on your goals. A healthy body supports a clear mind, and good sleep habits are crucial for maintaining focus and productivity. Ensure you're fueling your body with the right food, getting enough rest, and giving yourself time to recharge. When you feel good physically, your work becomes much easier to handle. Life doesn't wait for anyone. Every moment is a chance to learn, grow, and move forward. Overcoming procrastination takes determination, but once you do, you'll find that your productivity and sense of achievement soar. But don't wait for tomorrow. Start writing your life story today, one step at a time. Negative media consumption. Limit exposure to negative media and spend time on more positive activities. In today's world, information flows at us from all directions, but not all of it is beneficial. Constant exposure to negative media affects our mindset, often planting seeds of anxiety, fear, or dissatisfaction. When we focus too much on harmful content, news, social media, or entertainment, we allow negativity to seep into our thoughts and attitudes, shaping how we view the world. Imagine being bombarded with daily stories of conflict, disasters, or scandals. It's easy to start feeling overwhelmed, hopeless, or even distrustful of others. The more negative media you consume, the harder it becomes to maintain a sense of inner peace and optimism. So, how do you protect yourself from the flood of negativity? The answer is simple. Be intentional with what you consume. Not all media is created equal, and it's up to you to choose content that enriches, educates, and uplifts you. Instead of doom scrolling on social media or watching distressing news, why not engage with content that inspires you? Listen to an empowering podcast, read a book that feeds your mind, or watch videos that make you feel more optimistic about the world. I used to feel drained and anxious after consuming too much negative news. However, once I started prioritizing positive, educational content, I noticed a significant shift in my mood and outlook. It reminded me that we can decide what influences our thoughts, and those decisions shape how we experience the world. Limiting screen time and engaging in other, more fulfilling activities is also essential. Spend time exercising, learning a new skill, or connecting with loved ones. These activities bring joy and purpose to your life and help create a healthier, more positive mindset. Control the media you consume. It protects your peace and reminds you that positivity and hope are all around us if we choose to see them. Excessive attachment to material possessions. Simplify your life and eliminate the dependence on material wealth. In a world where success is often measured by material wealth, it's easy to get caught up in the chase for more. But I've learned that the more we rely on material things for happiness, the more we lose touch with the true essence of life. Stoicism teaches us that wealth should be seen as a tool, not the end goal. How we use what we have defines our character and the quality of our lives. There was a time when I was fixated on acquiring the best of everything, thinking it would bring me happiness. But I soon realized that true joy comes not from what we own, but from how we live. Life becomes much more fulfilling when we simplify, detach from material excess, and focus on relationships, growth, and inner peace. The spirit feels lighter when you learn to let go of unnecessary possessions. You find joy in the simple things, spending time with family, having meaningful conversations, or even enjoying a quiet moment alone. Material things are fleeting. They may bring temporary pleasure, but they can never replace the lasting contentment from within. One of the best ways to break free from material attachment is through acts of charity. Sharing your blessings with those in need helps others and enriches your soul. Stoicism encourages us to be mindful of our possessions and to use them wisely for the betterment of ourselves and others. Ultimately, material wealth is temporary. When our journey in life ends, what we take with us isn't the things we've acquired, but the memories we've created, the experiences we've had, and the impact we've made. Focus on what truly matters, because that gives life its real meaning. Are you ready to take action now? Leave a comment saying, "I'm ready," and let's start this journey together. Unrealistic expectations. Keep your expectations realistic, flexible, and accept the natural changes of life. Life is unpredictable, much like the wind on a vast ocean. If you set sail with rigid expectations, believing everything will go perfectly, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Life is full of unexpected twists, turns, and challenges, and we must learn to adjust our sails to stay on course. Setting unrealistic expectations is like expecting the wind to always blow in your favor. Some days are smooth sailing, while others may face storms coming out of nowhere. We should learn to adapt and embrace life's changes instead of resisting these challenges or feeling frustrated when things don't go as planned. Flexibility is key. In my own life, I used to set incredibly high expectations for myself and others. If I planned everything perfectly, I thought things would unfold precisely how I imagined. But as time passed, I realized that life often has its agenda. When I let go of rigid expectations and allowed myself to adapt to the flow of life, I found that I was less stressed, more resilient, and more open to the opportunities that came my way, even when they weren't what I initially envisioned. Stoic philosophy teaches us to strive for greatness while remaining grounded in reality. This doesn't mean you should give up on your big dreams, but it does mean recognizing your limitations and accepting that not everything will go according to plan. By keeping your expectations realistic and flexible, you'll find that life becomes more manageable. You'll also start to appreciate the small victories along the way, instead of feeling constantly frustrated by unmet goals. The key is to focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. When you maintain realistic expectations, you create space for growth, peace, and resilience. You become better equipped to handle life's challenges, knowing every obstacle is an opportunity to learn and grow. Lack of personal growth. Don't neglect personal development. Keep learning and improving yourself. Personal growth is one of the most rewarding journeys you can embark on, but it's easy to put it off in the hustle and bustle of daily life. The truth is, neglecting personal development is like leaving a book half written. Each day offers a chance to learn something new, improve your skills, and become a better version of yourself, but only if you're willing to seize the opportunity. Think of your life as a story in progress. Each chapter represents your experiences, challenges, and successes, but if you don't actively seek growth, those chapters will remain unfinished, and your story will lack the richness it deserves. In my journey, I've learned that personal development isn't just about achieving external success. It's about understanding yourself deeper, constantly striving to improve, and never settling for stagnation. True fulfillment comes from the pursuit of knowledge, self-awareness, and growth. The beauty of personal development is that it's never too late to start. No matter where you are in life, you have the power to continue learning and evolving. Every small step you take towards self-improvement adds up over time, leading to profound changes in how you think, feel, and approach life. So grab the pen and continue writing your life story. Ensure it's filled with experiences, growth, and moments of pride. Don't let fear, laziness, or doubts stop you from reaching your full potential. The journey of personal development is ongoing, and each day offers a new opportunity to become the best version of yourself. Lack of gratitude. Express daily gratitude for the small things in life, like health, family, and basic comforts. Gratitude is one of the most straightforward yet potent tools for happiness. It allows us to shift our focus from what's missing in life to what we already have. In today's fast-paced world, we often get so caught up in chasing the next big thing: more money, more success, more possessions. We often overlook the incredible blessings right before us. Imagine waking up every morning and taking just a moment to appreciate your breath, the roof over your head, the warmth of your bed, and the loved ones in your life. When you begin your day with gratitude, you start to see the world through a different lens, one where the glass is always half full and each moment is an opportunity for joy. I've learned that when you focus on gratitude, negative thoughts, frustrations, and stress have less room to take hold in your mind. It's impossible to feel both grateful and dissatisfied at the same time. When you fill your heart with gratitude, you naturally push away feelings of resentment, envy, or anger. It's like a light that leaves no room for darkness. In my own life, I found that practicing gratitude is a form of spiritual nourishment. It's not just about being thankful for the big things like success or milestones, but also for the small, everyday comforts, like a peaceful meal, a walk in the park, or a conversation with a friend. These simple moments are the true treasures of life, and when we acknowledge them, we invite more peace and contentment into our lives. It's easy to take things for granted, especially when we're constantly bombarded with messages about what we need to be happy: more money, a bigger house, or a fancier car. But real happiness comes from appreciating what you already have. When you practice gratitude, you stop comparing yourself to others and find fulfillment in the present moment. Make it a habit to express gratitude daily, even for the small things. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll feel more peaceful, fulfilled, and connected to the people and things that matter. Gratitude is a practice that will transform your outlook on life, strengthen your relationships, and bring more joy into your everyday experiences. Negative thinking and complaining. Eliminate the habit of negative thinking and complaining. Welcome every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Negative thinking and complaining are easy traps to fall into. They create a cycle where problems feel overwhelming and solutions seem out of reach. Complaints often feel like a way to release frustration, but they rarely solve anything and drag us further down. It's important to remember that life is full of challenges, but these obstacles don't define us. How we respond to them does. Every challenging situation and setback allows us to grow, learn, and become stronger. When you shift your mindset from negativity to growth, you empower yourself to turn challenges into stepping stones. In the past, I found myself complaining about the difficulties in my life, but over time, I realized that this mindset was only holding me back. Instead of complaining about the things I couldn't change, I considered them lessons. What could I learn from this? How could I improve? This slight shift in perspective transformed the way I approach challenges. Complaining focuses on the problem, but a growth mindset focuses on solutions. It's about accepting that difficulties are a part of life, and each carries a valuable lesson. By embracing this mindset, you'll find that your challenges have become less daunting, and you'll approach them with a sense of purpose rather than frustration. The next time you think negatively or complain, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? You'll soon realize that every hardship is an opportunity in disguise, a chance to become more resilient and capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Share your thoughts on this message in the comment section, and don't forget to pass this video along to your friends and loved ones. It will give them the inspiration they need to transform challenges into success in their own lives. Wastefulness. Avoid wasting resources, from food to money. Practice gratitude and simplicity. Wastefulness is more than just a bad habit. It reflects how much, or how little, we appreciate the resources we've been given. Whether we waste food, overspend on things we don't need, or use more than we require, it stems from a lack of gratitude. When we waste, we deplete resources and miss the opportunity to practice mindfulness and thankfulness for what we have. Chapter 7, verse 31 of the Quran reminds us, "O children of Adam, eat and drink, but do not waste. Indeed, He, Allah, does not like the wasteful." This wisdom is as relevant today as ever. Whether we're talking about food, water, or money, the principle remains the same. Use only what you need and appreciate the value of what you have. When I look around at modern life, it's easy to see how wastefulness has become the norm. People spend lavishly on things they don't need, food gets thrown away carelessly, and precious resources like water and energy are often taken for granted. But when we waste, we're not just losing material goods, we're losing our sense of responsibility and gratitude for the gifts we've been blessed with. In my own life, I've found that practicing simplicity and mindful consumption has brought me more peace and happiness than I ever imagined. By cutting back on what I don't need and focusing on what truly matters, I've developed a deeper appreciation for the essentials, like a simple meal shared with family or a walk in nature. These moments fill life with meaning, not the things we accumulate. The endless pursuit of more often blinds us to the value of what we already have. Being mindful of waste is also about respecting the planet and those who come after us. The more we consume without thought, the more we harm the environment and deplete resources for future generations. Practicing gratitude and simplicity helps create a better world for everyone, both now and in the future. The key to avoiding waste is mindfulness, being aware of what you need and using it responsibly. Instead of buying into the culture of excess, live more simply and appreciate the little things. When you do, you'll find that life becomes more abundant, not poor. Let's commit to making gratitude and simplicity a part of our daily lives. Whether it's saving water, reducing food waste, or cutting unnecessary purchases, every small step makes a difference. By doing so, we honor the resources we've been given and cultivate a mindset of abundance and thankfulness. Envy. Distance yourself from envy. It only harms you and others. Focus on self-improvement instead of comparing yourself to others. Envy is one of the most destructive emotions, silently burning within us and poisoning our sense of peace and contentment. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, their success, possessions, or even their happiness. But envy doesn't propel us forward. Instead, it pulls us backward, blocking our growth and ruining our mental well-being. Think of envy as a thief that robs you of joy. The more we focus on what others have, the less we appreciate what we already possess. This constant comparison leads to dissatisfaction, making us believe we're missing out on something. But here's the truth. Every person's journey is different, and success is not a limited resource. There's enough room for everyone to succeed in their unique way. The story of Iblis, Satan, is a powerful reminder of the dangers of envy. His jealousy of Adam caused him to fall from grace, forever turning him into an enemy of humanity. Envy consumed him so completely that he couldn't see the blessings he had received. This is a critical lesson for all of us. Envy harms our relationships with others and erodes our inner peace and spiritual health. I've learned that when you let go of envy, you make room for self-improvement. Instead of comparing yourself to others, turn that energy inward and focus on your growth. Ask yourself, what can I do today to better myself? What goals can I set for tomorrow to improve my skills, mindset, or circumstances? When you shift your focus from others to yourself, you'll become more content with your own journey. Envy, when left unchecked, is like holding on to a hot coal. It doesn't harm the person you envy, it only burns you. It saps your energy and distracts you from what matters, your progress. The next time you feel envy creeping in, ask yourself, what is this feeling telling me about what I need to work on in my life? Use it as a signal, not to compete with others, but to grow into a better version of yourself. Remember, every person's path to success is different. Instead of letting envy guide your thoughts, practice gratitude for what you have and strive to improve where possible. The more you focus on self-improvement, the less time you'll spend worrying about what others are doing. This shift in mindset will bring you peace and push you toward achieving your goals. Let go of envy. Celebrate the successes of others, knowing that their journey doesn't diminish your own. By focusing on yourself, you'll find more joy, contentment, and success in your own life.